Hey everybody, Assembled Man 1994 here. I just created my favorite Legend of Zelda edition and uploaded it to YouTube. And while I was doing that, I realized that many people, there's a big debate between which is better, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess or Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And as you can see in my favorites Legend of Zelda edition, my favorite is Twilight Princess. And sometimes I get confused as to of why Ocarina of Time could possibly be better than Twilight Princess. And I will go through basically a comparison between both and tell you why I think Twilight Princess is better. And I really want to see you guys comment below and tell me why you think Twilight Princess is better or why you think Ocarina of Time is better. Okay. On a graphic standpoint, I think everybody could agree on this. Twilight Princess wins. No matter what, these visuals are so much better than Ocarina of Time. And as you can see here in this picture, just look at the fine detail on the Twilight Princess version. In the Ocarina of Time, it's more like polygons. Twilight Princess surely wins in graphics. Point 1 for Twilight Princess. And then we go to controls. Now, personally, I hated the Nintendo 64 controller. I thought it was the most horrid controller in video game history that I've played. It was just a terrible controller to me. I didn't like the whole W-looking thing and the button in the back. No, it wasn't good. The controls for Ocarina of Time, I guess, I didn't find them all that good. But if you go to play Twilight Princess on the Wii, you get amazing controls with pointer controls to shoot your arrow, pointer for your hook shot, pointer for your boomerang, slashing for your, move the Wii remote, shake the Wii remote to attack with a sword. Use the nunchuck to move. Two-handed play, it's just, gameplay was so much better. Control-wise, controls were better, way better in Twilight Princess. That's another point for Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess 2, Ocarina of Time 0. Now we're moving on to music. Ocarina of Time's music does win. Twilight Princess had a lot of good music in it, but none of it was memorable to me. Ocarina of Time has forever changed, the Zelda series by the memorability of the music. By using the ocarina and playing the Song of Time, Zelda's Lullaby, and all those songs. And really, the Twilight Princess tries to do that with a flute, with a grass call, whatever thing, and it doesn't work very well. Ocarina of Time definitely wins in music. And then we go on, I would say, to story. And I think that Twilight Princess has an amazing story, way better than Ocarina of Time. Twilight Princess, Zelda's been captured just as she always is. But Twilight Princess introduces something different. There's a whole shadow world, and basically, this shadow area, and you become Wolf Link in this time. That's definitely a big gameplay changer and different from the regular story that Ocarina of Time and most Zelda games have. And also, with introducing, brand new characters and brand new to the series and changing things up, like Midna and Zant, it was very well done. And Ocarina of Time just had the basic routine. Zelda's captured, she turns into Sheik to hide. It's nothing really that special. But Twilight Princess sure did make a big change, and it was very special. And now we move on. The items. It's almost a draw here. Twilight Princess had some amazing items, such as the ball and chain, the Dominion Rod, the double claw shot. And Ocarina of Time had the Megaton Hammer, and all those different kinds of arrows. It's really, really close. But I think Twilight Princess, I have to give it to Twilight Princess for use of all the different types of bombs and outfits, and the double claw shot and stuff like that. It's just very big, important items that are very important to the puzzles and complex dungeons. So that's 3 for Twilight Princess and 1 for Ocarina of Time. Now we go to dungeons. Twilight Princess dungeons were were very innovative and more innovative than Ocarina of Time. Twilight Princess used all the new items, to the advantage, and it used the Wii controls to the advantage, and it really brought in a whole bunch of new items and ways to play the game that it just continued for where Ocarina left off and just made the dungeons so much better. In Ocarina of Time, the dungeons were really good, the bosses were good, but not anywhere near as fantastic as Twilight Princess. Again, Twilight Princess wins. That's 4-1. And then we go to, I would say, length. I spent 60 hours on Twilight Princess. I wasn't even doing any of the extra stuff. I wasn't doing any of that. I was just playing the game. That game is a very, very long game, and every second of it was an amazing adventure for me. Always doing something new, flying across, on a Kuko, riding Epona, doing all this crazy stuff. It was just getting shot out of a cannon. It was just a better game. And then Ocarina of Time, I believe I beat in about 20 or 30 hours. I played Ocarina of Time, and it's pretty sad, actually. I didn't even get Epona. I didn't even know, I beat the whole game. I didn't even get Epona. I didn't realize what to do to get Epona until the end. Ocarina of Time is so much more harder than Twilight Princess, but that's not why I'm giving it a lower score. It's because it was so hard. It was so hard and it was so complex, but things were so hidden and it wasn't even to a good point. Twilight Princess was still complicated, but because if it's modern and stuff, there are hint systems, and it's easy to distinguish between different things because of the graphics and stuff. But Ocarina of Time didn't have that advantage. So another point to Twilight Princess, and basically Twilight Princess won with, I believe, 5-1. It's over. Twilight Princess is a better game. No, Ocarina of Time did come out, I believe, in 1998, and so in Twilight Princess came out in 2006, about 8 years later. Actually, yeah, 8 years and 5 days later. Yeah. It came out 8 years and 5 days later. So Twilight Princess does have an advantage there because it's newer technology and newer ideas, and more they could push the Wii to the limits. But so it is a little unfair, but we have to move on. Ocarina of Time was good for its time, but now you guys need to move on to Twilight Princess, which is better in almost every aspect. And Twilight Princess wasn't even originally designed for the Wii, and it was based for the GameCube, and it was just ported over to the Wii. We have this new Legend of Zelda Wii coming out, which I think will do everything that Twilight Princess failed to do, and everything Ocarina of Time had, and more, and expand off it, and that will be the best Zelda game. But we'll see then. But anyways, I gave my view of it. Please give your view of it in the comments below. Please post a comment saying why you think Twilight Princess is better, or why you think Ocarina of Time is better. Post a video response. Send me a private message. Do whatever. I want to know what you guys think. All you Zelda fans out there, tell me what you think. If none of those games are your favorite, tell me which one is. I really am interested to see how people can choose to say that Twilight Princess isn't the best whenever, of all those things I just said, I don't understand how it can't be. Even though it is subjective, and I understand everybody has their own opinions, but it's almost fact to a point. Well, that about wraps it up. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. It only takes a few clicks. And I will see you later. Until then, this is Emerald Man 1994, signing off.